Welcome back, my darlings. Getting pretty close to the finishing of this one, so I thought I'd try to focus it down a little bit. Ended up finishing a couple of things off camera. I was doing a volunteer event that involved a lot of sitting for a great deal of hours with very brief bursts of activity, so I took along my couple of crafting projects and finished one and got a fair amount of progress in another. So for this one, I have this color, tail end of this. I just have to do the crosses for this yellow, and there's also some of this one that goes down here. That's kind of funny. Just noticed in the camera you can actually see the feather decal on my nail more in the camera than you actually can in real life, which is not usually the way that works, but that's fine, I guess. I'm not entirely sure how much I want to keep these. This particular kind of decal is put on like a temporary tattoo. To make a decision soon whether or not I'm going to go straight from the Celestial bookmarks into the Sunset Beach bookmark set that I have already opened, though I don't have any actively started, or whether I should finish. I have some kind of pillow style, Victorian style ornaments for the Christmas tree by the Dimensions Company. So they are very intricate. They're technically smaller than these, but there's a lot more complexity to the stitching. It's also a much smaller fabric size, and there's a lot more going on with the thread. Because I have those, but I also have some other larger cross stitches that I have acquired that I am tempted to open, but by the same token, I've looked back in my little book, because last year I started, a new thing I started doing was actually keeping written track of how many projects I started, and I only actually have one that I was working on or started last year that I haven't finished. And yeah, kind of would be nice to continue that trajectory. Which would, if I was trying to do that, then that would recommend finishing the Victorian ornaments before I get started on something else, which would also free up some space in my active cross-stitch project basket thing. Figure it out. I also have a embroidery project that I'm kind of itching to get done, but they use the same approximate materials, but I do not consider them to be exactly the same thing. Especially since that particular form of embroidery, where you're using a lot of satin stitch and things like that, uses more volume of thread, but it actually goes much faster. Like I can I have established history of doing that kind of an embroidery project in like 1 or 2 days, whereas, I mean, if I was working on it straight, I probably could get one of these guys done in the space of a couple of days, but yeah, so it is more effort. It would take a lot more hours out of those individual days. Got a lot of thread going into this hole, apparently. There we go. Okay, now we get to evaluate what is the closest point to this. Is probably top one. Probably this spot down here. So let me just have a look at where that crosses. I'll go ahead and pass it through so we don't have a long pleat thing. Like I've got one down here, but this hasn't been stitched yet, so that'll be covered. Because I've already done this part, I can just go straight across with this one. But I will probably come back to this one. Because both of these two for finishing are just in their own self-contained area, so I don't have to worry about crossing threads to get past an area or something like that. I think I need to recharge my little sound maker soon. It seems to me the music's getting a little touch slower. It's too short. There. What color do I need for that spot? I need color 824. Don't fall into the abyss there. Come back up. There we go. There we go. I don't know if I'm doing that off center of the camera. That's what I naturally want to do with those. We're going to just pop this over here a little bit more. There we go, darling. There. Knew that press on was quite loose. For now. I'll come tuck you in a couple of minutes. Older child is done reading for the evening. Hello, butterfly. Did you lose track of me again? I will have you know I've been stationary. Sounds like I'd better go tuck him in before he starts running around and tires himself excessively. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.